So after thinking about it for a bit, Drogoz is definitely my worst champion. It isn't by a massive margin. I'm pretty sure I've said this before about somebody else, but Drogoz definitely takes a spot and has for a little while. I still do fine with him. I don't find him to be a turbo character for me. It just doesn't really match the way I play the game. I've written down a few reasons, and the builds are a little bit different, but they're still kind of within the 3 archetypes I've had for a while with Drogoz. Infinite Flight, which we did last time, standard sort of aggressive reload, I guess dual Drogoz, and then combustible, which is what I think does the best if you're really good with it, but it's the one I do the worst with because you kind of have to plan around playing it. And that's actually sort of the main reason as to why Drogoz doesn't really mesh for me, is he's not very reactive of a champion compared to a lot of the other options and the ones I tend to do better with. He isn't really reactive. He's very much more a planned playstyle sort of champ. Kind of hard to explain what I mean in words. It's the sort of thing you'll see from my gameplay, and just if you played him a ton yourself, he doesn't really fit the sort of archetype of character that I like, and I'll try and get about that a bit more as we go in. I'm not talking about the setup with like the build and the talent, I'm also mean the planning when you're actually playing him, if that makes any sense. But yeah, jump into game 1. There you go, there are the full teams. I actually haven't played on sort of Ascension Peak all that much. I do really like it. I think I actually maybe like it more than the Siege version of this map. It's one of my favourites, I think, but it really does depend. Sometimes this map can be really, really bad if you're getting stomped. We'll go combustible, and then the setup for it, which is the setup I'm the least comfortable with on Drogoz. I definitely do better with Fusillade, trying to duel and play more aggressively with the reload speed and stuff. This one, we have to actually set up with the right click. I tend to do really, really badly with. We'll see though. It's the best scenario I think I'm going to get for it, to be honest. It should work fine. Tribunal, Octopresser, Jubilation, Soul Collector, Storm Bullets, Cat Burglar, Umbral, and Royal with Scorn. Also, because I don't feel like I say enough, thank you for the love on the videos recently. I really do appreciate it. We'll just drop the right click here super early. There we go. See what I mean though? You can really cause a mess with this. That was early game. We think we got like 3k straight off the bat, and all I did was like one basic right click combo. Can we get rid of the Khan? See if we can fire over it. There we go. One more right click. Just hit the Khan with the right click. I think I'm dead. That's an Omen grab. You dealt insane amounts of damage, because even if you do hit somebody with that right click, you're dealing crazy bonus damage. And a lot of people don't realize it's even a thing. And if you get into Drogoz, sometimes you get hit with it 2-tap, and you're like, wow. Usually you want to get the explosion with it, though, I'd imagine. That is not really how I wanted that to go. Nearly followed up the shot, though. See what I mean, though? You're already sort of noticing the jank I have with Drogoz. I just don't feel like I can really play him the way I want to play him. Don't know why I always think the cooldown on it's way longer than it actually is. It's only like 5 seconds. That's without even getting the hits for like the card trigger. It's a pretty short cooldown. There's another one. We'll just F over this way. We've got a massive amount of F reset on there. There's a shot. Gonna go for the ultimate. BK's just there. I think it does cleanse it off of its right, but yeah, there we go. He's full health as well. I don't know what's going on in this game. It's kind of separate for teams and stuff. You can also do the Q right click, which I totally just nailed. Drop a thank you there. This is definitely awkward Paladins gameplay. There's another little combo. Finish him off. He's gone. Just jumped into the BK stand. It's a 5 AM game, okay? I have just woken up. These plays are absolutely horrendous. That's a Willow ultimate. Throw some little Q explosions down. It's actually not too bad. I feel like overall with Drogoz, if you can lead your shots, I don't usually like rocket characters in games. Just playing him normally, you're going to do pretty damn well. That missed. Let's just jump around, follow him. Like at this sort of range, I can do fine, but try and heal up a little bit out of combat. Maeve, I think, saw me. We'll go for the Q combo. Yeah, there we go. Sort of. One more tap will do it. The reload there. I felt like it took forever. We got Death Hands 1. I guess I got Death Hands 2. And we got Max Chronos. Loaded up the ultimate just to heal up from being out of combat and fly around a bit. That is actually a valid Drogoz strategy. See that done. But people who are really good with Drogoz, way more than you sort of expect. Don't know why I'm like slightly embarrassed about this, considering you knew what you were getting into when you clicked this video. It's literally titled something like my Worst Paladins Champion, so it's not as if you're going to be exactly surprised. I just got the right click on the Omen and killed him. Probably could have killed the BK too if I was a little bit more accurate. You hit for like 1.1k with that right click. It doesn't even say when you hold K that it gives you bonus damage, so I'm not surprised that people don't know about it, but it is kind of a massive part, especially if you're going to like mark a tank or something. Usually you want to get the combo, especially with the setup, but go for the detonate there. Sure, we get the F reset so we can fly around a little bit more. Go for the detonate again. Pop the ultimate. The game is pretty much over here. I guess we might as well punch the Omen. I think that's the only time we're going to get revenge on him. We'll fly through the doorway bit, get a bit of a combo, detonate, get another one straight away. I got the 2, didn't really deal that much damage. I should have used the F to mix it in there, but if you are good with it, because I got against my fair share of combustible Drogoz, it can be a massive pain. Drogoz, what's the plural of Drogoz? Drogoz is? I don't even know what I'm saying, but this setup is good. I'm just not very good with it. But there are the stats. We did fine. I thought I did way worse than that, to be honest. But alright, game 2, Splitstone Quarry, which I feel like I don't actually get enough, but I guess it's because it's only Siege, is a good map for Drogoz most of the time, especially if you're going for the infinite flies up, but you don't get countered. But we're not really going to run that here. We might, but probably going to go for the direct hit with like the reload extra and stuff, and that works fine with Worm Jets or Fusillade if you want damage or the movement, and it's the one I'm more comfortable with over the combustible, which you've seen already, and I don't really feel like I need to show you again. For the teams there, we've got a Nyx, Xin, Fury, and a Genos, double healer, and a Nyx, which is kind of crazy, versus Vivian, Alex, Ying, Barak, and Koga. So they can deal with this relatively well. Koga, Alex, sort of, and Vivian definitely can, so probably going to go for Rekka, direct hits, and be anti-shield in the air. That's the plan. Probably going to go badly just because they're kind of stacked, just, you know, experience with the champions wise. Highest level is 36. That's me and the Xin. They have 210, 117, 165. Doesn't always play out like that, obviously, but going to go for Worm Jets here just because of the map. But I do have a question on if Fusillade works against shields. We're definitely going to be anti-shield here flying around. That's the plan, like I said, but I don't know if Fusillade applies the damage before Rekka and it stacks, or if it even works against shields. I don't actually remember, but If you play a turn Drogoz, let me know. Shirt Force, Luminary, Cherish, and Yomi. Tinkering, Resonance, which you can kind of avoid. Adrenaline Junkie, Discovery, and Booby Trap. So avoid as much damage as we can. Blast down on the barrack so we can't sit on the point. Nyx then can also hopefully deal with him. We'll throw that down. There we go. He's gone. Tap or two there over on the legs. That Koga is kind of low. Predicted the shot there. He is gone. Bit of a weird start so far. Vivian's just there at the back. Detonates. I think the Lex is still in there. He is. I am revealed because there's a mine, but that's fine. Is she going to chase me? I don't think so, right? Right, just there on the corner. Little 850 for him. Nice. Another one. Cool. Throw the right click over. That's kind of the way you want to do it, is to pre-fire like a shot if you can. Just try and pressure them a little bit without getting too close. That's a pretty damn good right click. I am dead though. That Lex kind of bursting me there. Lex is surprisingly annoying in this one, although Koga's fine. Vivian's not been too bad. The Lex is the only one giving me trouble. There's the 1-0. I did my job. I'm going to get more Wrecker. Again though, the plan is to be far away and throw rockets down and not really, you know, get too much in the fight, which isn't the way I like to play him normally. Again, I like to play aggressive Drogoz with Fusillade and kind of pushing in and stuff. In this one though, I feel like the right way to play him is actually just to be kind of far away and blasting away. We'll go for the ultimate. 2 of them are out, but I think this is the play. We'll go down here and punch the Lex. I did see his little trail there from, I think, Cauterize. I don't even know what that effect was. I missed both of those shots. A right click, maybe this will catch him. This is very awkward Drogoz gameplay still, but a little bit better than the last one. I feel like at least in this one though, I am doing something. There's a 900 detonate on the Lex. I thought it was going to peek back again there because I was kind of low, but I guess not. Little hit there on the Khan. Koga. Damage over there at the back. Next went for the but didn't get anything. I threw the right click just to maybe scare them. I guess I could have tried to detonate. That probably would have been the right play. Big damage there with the Q. Zin's over here dealing with the Vivian. Clear the shield for him. The detonate didn't go off because I got freaking knocked by the mine. That's the Lex chasing me. Fly away a little bit and hide over here. I don't know where I want to be where I don't get hit, but I feel like he's still after me. He is indeed. As a shot which missed. He fell down. Now we can fly over and push the point. There we go. We got the 2-0. I can't believe that actually worked out because I was just running away from the Lex and somebody else. The General's died because he was also kind of at the back for me, and the other 3 were pushing it, and it worked fine because we've got the double healer. We can kind of split up a bit with the Zin and the Nyx as well. But yeah, my job in this one really has been like a long range area damage and distracting them. And it's kind of worked. This is actually not a bad way to play Drogoz if you're a little bit worse with him, like me. Go for the early sort of play there, throw the Qs on the back. We took like half his health off. Don't really know what the Koga's doing. He's playing kind of weird, to be honest. It's a little bit strange. We're just going to fly over this way, get rid of the Vivian. I feel like I should also try and take her out, to be honest, if I can. Go for the explosion. I did not hit. What am I doing, man? I think we can still clear this back, but that was so bad. Like, that caused me physical pain a little bit there. There's a big right click. Sort of think that's on a decoy as well. Go ahead and pop the ultimate just to guarantee the cap. I guess this way we can punch anybody if they try and run in, but I think they're all just, yeah, not even going to bother. So there we go, a 3-3-0. There's a big combo. That's actually pretty damn good. Genuinely a decent way to use that, but I feel like you knew that already if you play any sort of Drogoz. I'm just not usually doing it, but there goes the Koga. I feel like I'm just part 73 of this team, to be honest. I'm like doing stuff. I feel like I'm kind of important, but not because I'm necessarily playing all that well, if that makes sense. There goes the Lex. I just kind of jumped him. We hit him with the right click earlier and he went that way and we kind of baited him, but let's push the Vivian. Sure, do have the ultimate that should kind of guarantee it because the respawn time here should be fine. We'll punch the barrack. Sure, I was going for the Lex, but that works too. Big right click, kind of. Bit of damage on the Koga. Nyx ult team carried this one for sure. I did my job. I played Drogoz in a bit of an off-standard way, although, again, it is kind of standard, and the team luckily just did the rest. So there we go, 4-0. If I had a different team, that would have gone completely differently, but props to these guys, they shredded. And like I said, as we were loading in, that's much more normal for me with Drogoz, and we did fine. Still played awkwardly, but we landed the shots. We fired around 250k. Happy with that. Props to the team though, again, the double healer with the Nyx and the Zin, who actually didn't have that much damage, but still played well. Worked just really, really well. Bit of a tough matchup. I feel like maybe a little bit uneven, but yeah, a good game and a good Drogoz for it, even though it wasn't really what I was expecting for the video. That is where I'm going to cut it though. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Your worst champion if you have one. I'd love to hear it. I'll see you guys all, yeah, very, very soon. I appreciate staying all the way to the end. Thank you so much for watching, of course. And yeah, as always, stay frosty.